Arms up to the sky, butterfly the arms down, dropping down, restack back up tall, arms up to the sky. Butterfly down, dropping down, restack back up tall, arms up to the sky. Beautiful, that's it. Now no right or wrong way to do your roll downs this morning. Let's just get the body moving. You can do really whatever you like here. If you like to add in some little pulses down towards the toes, if you're feeling really tight through the hamstrings, which is usually very much a morning thing. Lifting back up, arms up to the sky. All right, let's go for 5. And 4. 3. 2 to go. And last one. On your last one, let's restack the spine, bring the hands together up and overhead, interlace the fingers and push the palms up to the sky. Nice long stretch through the body for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands back down by your side, big roll through those shoulders. Feet a comfortable distance apart here, so about hip distance. Arms to a T, tall through the spine. We twist, release, pulse. Then twist, release, pulse. We're always going to look to the hand that goes behind, and by adding in that pulse, this allows us to get a little bit further into our twist. Twist, release, pulse, twist, release, pulse. And we're going to go for 5 more on each side. And 4, 3, 2, and last ones each side. And once you evened yourself out, drop those hands back down by your side, big roll through the shoulders. Let's get into our saw. So walk the legs out nice and wide. So I'd like to say almost as wide as you could go, but like a fair distance apart. All right, arms to a T. Right hand is coming down to the left ankle, saw, 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 then lift back up. Then we go to the other side. We drop down 1, 2, 3 saws, then lift. So going in the direction of the ankle, of course if you're not reaching the ankle, just saw off any part of the leg, that's fine. Lifting back up. Now the hand that goes back behind, let's flip that palm to face towards the camera or the front of the room. 1, 2, 3, and lift. 1, 2, 3, and lift. Beautiful, that's it. 3 more each side. 1, 2, 3, and lift. 1, 2, 3, and lift. 2 more. And last ones each side. And then once you've evened yourself out, walking the feet back together, hands back down by our side, walking those feet back in. Beautiful. All right, let's get on the mat. So we're going to come to the end of our mat with room in front of us. We're going to come through a pike first and then gently drop the knees down. So we roll down, hands come to the ground. We walk out into our pike and then gently drop the knees down to the mat, untucking the toes. All right, we'll set up for happy cat, angry cat. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, hip distance apart. Dropping the tummy down, look to the sky. Then angry cat, round the spine, look to the knees. Dropping the tummy down, looking up. Then around the spine, looking to the knees. Into your happy cat, angry cat. Beautiful, that's it. All right, so let's think angry cat here. When we push our back up to the sky, think line of the bra strap, lifting up towards the ceiling before dropping back down and looking up to the sky. Round through the spine. Push the hands into the ground. We'll go for 5 more each way. That's it. 4 more each way. And 3. And 2. All right. And last ones. Beautiful, pushing back into child's pose, reaching those hands forward, drop the bum down towards the heels, reach those hands forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's warm up a bit more through the shoulders. So, I'm going to give you 2 options today to choose from. Option 1 looks like this. We start in child's pose, then we push into a half plank, and then back into child's pose, into a half plank. So that's option 1. Option 2 is we lift up into a pike, so we tuck the toes, and then we push into a full plank. Bump to the sky, into full plank. Alright, so either one, or you can absolutely do a bit of both. So child's pose to half plank, child's pose to half plank, or pike to full plank. Pike to full plank. 1, gently bringing the knees down, push back into child's pose, reach those hands forward, sink the bum back down to the heels, stretching out through the spine for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, coming up onto the hands and knees now. We're going to start into our bird dog series. So to warm up into it, we're going to start with 1 limb at a time. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, hip distance apart. Right hand comes out, then we drop it down, then left hand, drop it down. Right leg, drop it down, left leg, drop it down. So we just keep cycling through here, 1 limb at a time. Let's think about our 10 boiling cups of tea sitting on our back that we don't want to spill. So we're trying to keep our torso as still as we possibly can. All right, so let's continue here. I am going to start to add in layers here. So if you would like to follow me into the next layer, please do. If you feel like this is enough for you today, just stick with this. All right, right hand, left leg comes out at the same time. Then we drop it down, left hand, right leg. Drop it down. So we're going opposite hand to leg. Beautiful, that's it again. Let's think about those hot cups of tea sitting on our back, keeping our torso super still. 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pushing back into your child's pose. Quick roll of those wrists. Okay, so we are going to be in a very similar position for the next couple of exercises. So if you find that you need to drop onto your forearms, you can absolutely do that to give your wrists a break, okay? So our setup for our next one. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. If you're down on your forearms, elbows under the shoulders. Right leg goes long, pointing the right toes to the wall behind. We crunch, bringing the nose towards the knee. Back out long. Bring that leg in. Think angry cat here. We're rounding the spine as we tuck the knee towards the nose towards the knee. Okay, this is layer 1. Layer 2 is we add in the left hand. Left arm comes up, elbow to knee. Back out long. Elbow to knee. Back out long. Beautiful work. That's it. Let's keep this up. 10 seconds, and then we'll swap sides, starting with the leg first. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, dropping down. You can always take a quick child's pose here if you need, and then we'll set up for the other side. Okay, so starting with the left leg, going long. We're crunching, bringing that knee towards the nose towards the knee. Back out long. Crunch. Back out long. Pointing the toes to the wall behind you as you take that leg long. And if you would like to add in the right arm comes up. Elbow to knee. Back out long. Elbow to knee. Back out long. Beautiful, that's it. Let's keep this one up. Excuse me. All right, 10 seconds. And then we'll take a quick child's pose. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pushing back into your child's pose. Little roll of those wrists. Okay, so now we're going to move into our donkey kicks. Now with donkey kicks, again, you can be on your wrist or your forearms, okay? Both are good. If you want to give the wrist a break, forearms are a good option. With our setup, we're going to start with our right leg first. Now, what I want you to do is lift the feet up. So sorry, lift the foot up. We create this angle with our right knee, and we want to keep this exactly the same the whole movement. So we lift and then we kick to the sky without bending the knee in any other direction other than what it is. So we lift and kick. So think donkey, kick to the sky. Donkey, kick. Beautiful. Pointing the toes towards the ceiling as you lift into that kick. Beautiful, that's it. Another way to think about it here as well is pretend that you're holding something in behind your knee and you don't want to let go of it, right? You don't want to let that fall. So we've got to keep that knee in that same bent position the whole time. 10 seconds to go. This is going to get the glutes working. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. If you need to take a quick child's pose, take it. Then let's get set up for the other side. All right, so again, we lift the left toes up. Create that angle in the knee. That's what we're going to keep the whole time. Lift, kick. Slide the knee, lift, kick. Or we can think donkey, kick to the sky. Donkey, kick to the sky. Pointing the toes. Beautiful, that's it. Doing really well. Keep it up. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knee comes down. Drop back into child's pose. Roll those wrists out. Okay, we have one more exercise to do in this position. Then we're going to move into a different spot. So we're going to go for our fire hydrant here. Now again, forearms are an option if you need to. Fire hydrant. So hands under the shoulders. If you're on your forearms, elbows under the shoulders. We're going to create this angle in the knee, and we're now going to lift the right leg up to the side and down. Up to the side and down. Side, down, side, down. So fire hydrant. All right, that's it. Let's keep going here. 10 seconds to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Quick child's pose, and let's lift back up and do the other side. All right, so left leg. Again, we're creating that angle into the knee. Lift to the side and down. Up to the side and down. Trying to keep your torso as still as you possibly can here. Beautiful, that's it. Let's keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping back into your child's pose. Reach those hands forward. All right, let's come over onto our bum. So we can cross the feet, walk the hands back and flip on over, or however you like to get there is fine. We're going to move straight into spine stretch. So those that are familiar with spine stretch, jump straight into it. For those that aren't, I am going to explain it in a little bit more detail so you get the setup. All right, so we have our legs out nice and wide here. Tall through the spine, point your toes up to the sky. Now we want to sit tall through the spine here. So if your legs are straight here and you're rounding your spine, you can't quite get the height. 2 options. Option 1 is to take a little bend into the knees. That will help. Or option 2, which is my preferred, is to pop a pillow under your bum. And that will give you a bit more height. Hands down in front. We're going to bring our chin to chest, round through the spine, press forward 1, 2, 3 pulses, then lift back up tall. Coming forward 1, 2, 3 pulses, back up tall through the spine. Chin to chest round, press 1, 2, 3, back up tall. Chin to chest round, press forward 1, 2, 3, and lift. Beautiful, that's it. Let's keep going here. 1, 2, 3, and lift. Keep the toes pointing to the sky so we're feeling that stretch through the back of the legs at the same time. We're going for our pulses. 1, 2, 3, back up tall. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, restack the spine. Then chin to chest, round, press forward. 1, 2, 3, restart back up top. And 4, 3, 2, and last ones. Once you come back up, let's bring those legs back in together and we're going to shuffle down the mat so we've got room to lay down. So we're going to go into our roll-ups here. Now if you know that you need a pillow for these ones, grab a pillow. I'm going to demonstrate without it first and then I'll demonstrate the pillowed version. So if you haven't done this before, I'd suggest just try it without the pillow first. We're dropping down, taking the arms long behind. You're set up, toes are pointing to the sky. Lift the arms up to the sky. Chin to chest, we round through the spine as we lift, come forward 1, 2 and 3 pulses, then drop all the way back down onto the mat, taking the arms long. Arms up, chin to chest, lift, come forward 1, 2, 3, then drop back down, arms go long. Let's think about the legs being as heavy as concrete here, and if you're using a pillow today, excuse me, pop that pillow up against your bum. So we're not sitting on it, we're just pushing it up against our bum and we're dropping over the pillow. That will just assist you with the roll-up and it also feels really nice to get the back extension as well. So sometimes I just like doing this with the pillow. Arms go long, arms up, chin to chest, lift, come forward 1, 2, 3. Pointing to the sky, legs are as heavy as concrete. They are super glued down into the ground for 4. Think nose dropping towards the knees. 2 more. And then last one. Dropping back down onto the mat. Now keep the pillow there if you're using it. Because you may want to use it for the next exercise, but just see how you feel with it. Okay, so for the next exercise, we're planting our feet into the mat. We're going to bring our arms long behind. Now we lift the arms up, chin to chest. This time we're going to sit up, lift the toes up off the ground. And then drop the toes back down, roll back down, arms go long. Arms up, chin to chest, lift, so bring the knees in towards your chest. Then dropping back down, arms go long. Think really sitting up onto the sit bones here when we lift. So arms up, chin to chest, lift, knees in. Then dropping back down, arms go long. Beautiful, nice Alicia, that's it. Nice day. Nice Sarah, beautiful little breather here. Don't worry, we're going to give the core a little break now. I won't back it up with another core exercise just yet. So we're going to plant the feet into the mat, hands down by our side. Let's go through our rocking motion with our pelvis here. So with a neutral spine, you can usually get your hand under your lower back. We want to push the light out, can't get your hand under your lower back. Let the light in, hand can get under, push the light out, hand can't get under. All right, so that's just rocking the pelvis forward and back. And just pressing the back of the waistband down and letting the light in. This is going to set us up for our hip bridges. So when you're ready, push the light out. So press the back of the waistband down, lift the hips up. Then we come all the way back down. We press all parts of the spine down onto the mat. Back of the waistband is pressing down. Then we let the light in at the very end of the movement. We push the light out, lift the hips up, dropping back down, pressing the back of the waistband down. Once the bum hits the mat, we let the light back in. Press the light out and lift the hips up. All the way down, pressing the back of the waistband down, then let the light in at the end. All right, so let's just continue here. So we rock that pelvis at the start and at the end of the movement. Now I like to mention this here. It's not a bad thing if you forget this, so please don't think you're doing the exercise wrong if you forget to push the back of the waistband down. We're just doing it for the added benefit of the exercise, okay? So we're really working that lumbar spine, getting the movement through the lumbar spine, and then lifting the hips up and pressing back down. Okay, if you would like to get some arms involved, let's see how the coordination goes today. We're going to lift the arms up to the sky, press the back of the waistband down. As we lift the hips, drop the arms to a T. As you drop the bum, lift the hands back up. Next time you lift the hips, let's drop the hands back behind the head. And then drop the bum, hands come back up. All right, so we just keep alternating here. 15 seconds to go. On your last one, we're going to be holding the hips up high and then reaching the arms to the sky. And I'll let you know when to do that. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips come up. Hands can be up to the sky or down by your side, okay? Either one's fine. We're dropping the hips down halfway, pulse up. Halfway, pulse up. Squeeze those glutes. Get those hips up high. That's it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way back down. Bring those knees in or rock them side to side. Whatever feels good for you here. For 10. If you need to have a drink, now will be a perfect opportunity to do so. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grabbing one or both knees and lifting yourself up to a seated position. Now we want to make sure we've got a little bit of room behind us because we're going to go into our rollbacks. So for your rollbacks today, I'm going to give you two options. Option one is we bring our arms under our knees and we're hovering the toes up off the ground. Now from here, you bring your chin to chest, we roll back, we can throw the legs back and we use them to help us sweep back up. So we roll back, throw the legs and use them to help us sweep back up. Option two is we take the legs out of the equation. We wrap our arms around the legs, chin to chest, going back and then lifting back up, hover onto the sit bones. Rolling back, lifting back up, hovering up onto the sit bones. So the aim of the game is to try to keep the toes from touching the ground. Now let's try and think about the back of our head touching the mat as well. So you might need to, if you're kind of just getting started with them, you may find that you want to press your feet into the mat just to give you a bit of a lift off, to really throw back, touch the back of the head, and then come back up and hold. Take the legs out long here. So legs come out in front. Now from here, we're going to bring our hands into our chest. We want to sit tall. Now this is similar to spine stretch in the sense that if you've got your legs long and you're kind of rounding and you can't quite get that height through the spine, take a little bend into the knees. All right, hands into the chest. We lean back, straight spine. Off with the hat, then dive forward to the toes. Reset, hands into the chest. Leaning back, off with the hat, dive forward. Reset, hands into the chest. Leaning back, off with the hat, dive forward. Leaning back, off with the hat, dive forward. So let's think about here, our legs being super glued down to the ground. Again, they're heavy as concrete. I want you to lean back as far as you can without lifting your legs. Beautiful, that's it. Think lifting, so hands into the chest, we lean back, off with the hat, so take the arms up to the sky and then dive forward. We'll go for 3 more, doing really well here. We're going to change it up in a moment. We round through the spine, then we lean back. We take the arms out, palms are facing behind. Then we drop our nose towards our knees, and then we do a big butterfly at the end, up and over to our toes. All right, so again, hands into the chest, round the spine, lean back, arms out, palms back, nose comes down, then we butterfly at the end. So the butterfly is the very, very last thing that we do. Hands into the chest, leaning back, arms out, palms back, nose comes down, and then we do a big butterfly up and over. Beautiful, that's it, leaning back, hands into the chest, arms out, nose dives, and butterfly up and over. Round, lean back, arms out, nose down, and butterfly. So if you've ever been on a Pilates reformer, this is a very similar exercise than what we can do on the reformer. I love adapting them for the mat. We're going to go for 4 more here. Let's again lean back as far as we can. Up and over. We're going to support our head with our hand. Take a nice deep bend into both knees. Okay, top leg goes long. Now this top leg's going to be the only one moving. We're going to change the angle of this knee. Instead of facing straight forward, we want to face it up towards the joint of the roof and the wall. So we just make that slight turn. From here, kick up and down. Up and down. Now top hand can be in front of support or up behind our head. Bottom leg right now is giving us a really nice base of support. So if you want to take it up a notch, take the leg out long, pointing it to the front corner of your mat. Okay, so you still then get a little bit of an angle with your torso and your leg, but we're definitely working a bit more on balance. Up and down, up and down. Beautiful. Keep going here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lucky last, dropping down. Massage out that glute if you need to. Okay, both hands come up behind your head. Again, bottom leg can be bent or straight or somewhere in between. We're going to hover the top leg, kick forward, look to the sky, kick back, look to the ground. Kick forward, look to the sky, keep hitting the couch there, and then kick back, looking to the ground. Kick forward, look up, kick back, looking forward. So we get that twist at the same time. We're going for those kicks forward and back. All right, now as we get into this, I want you to start to think about your shoulders and your shoulder blades. Can we touch them to the ground or as close to the ground as we can get them? Excuse me. All right, we've got 4 and 3, 2. Last one's each way. And coming back up, take a nice deep bend into both knees. We know where we're going for. Lift the heels up, open and close into your clams. Open and close those knees. That's it. All right, so this is option 1. Option 2 is to add an extension in. So we open, extend the leg, heels touch, knees. Open, extend, heels, knees. Now, if you're doing that extension, it's a really slow and controlled movement, so we're not really kicking the leg out, we're really thinking about control as we lift and lower. Beautiful, that's it. Okay, so if the glutes, if you're not really feeling anything in this top glute here, get your knuckle into it, give it a bit of a massage out. That usually tells it to switch on and it's time to start working. Also works if your glutes are really hurting. Yeah, that kind of takes the pain away. All right, keep going here. We've got 15 seconds to go. Doing really, really well. I know these ones are painful, and you can always tell when I'm in pain because I start smiling more. All right, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming on down, massage out that glute. All right, we're just gonna work the bottom leg and then we'll swap sides. So what we're gonna do here, a couple of different options. Option 1 is top leg comes over, shin onto the ground. Option 2 is we grab the foot, plant it into the mat. You may need to hold your foot there or let go. Bottom leg, point the toes, lift the leg up as high as you can and lower it back down. Up and down, up and down. Beautiful, that's it. Let's keep going here. Up and down with that bottom leg. All right, 10 seconds, and then we're going to change it up just slightly. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now point your toes towards your nose. So bottom toes towards your nose, up, down, up, down. Beautiful, that's it. Keep going here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming on down. Nice work. Let's roll over and do the other side. Now, if you're comfortable rolling away from the camera, just turn yourself over. But if you prefer to face the camera and face the screen, just flip up and turn yourself around. All right, getting set up again. So we took a deep bend in both knees. Bottom hand is supporting the head, top leg long. We're changing the angle of the knee to face towards the joint of the roof and the wall, and we kick up and down. Up and down. Now, top hand can be in front of support, or bring it up behind your head. Bottom leg can be bent again for support, or take it out long, or somewhere in between. Beautiful work, that's it. Up and down, up and down. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming on down. All right, we hover that top leg again. Bottom leg can be bent or straight. Hands behind the head. Kick forward, look to the sky. Kick back, look to the ground. Kick forward, look to the sky. Kick back, look to the ground. That's it, let's keep going here. Now let's see if we can get the shoulders and the shoulder blades onto the ground, or as close to the ground as we can when we kick forward. And 5, 4, each way, for 3, excuse me, for 2, and last one's each way. And then dropping that leg back down. Nice work. Massage out the glute if you need to. Then we take a nice deep bend into the knees. All right, let's get started into clans. Heels come up, glue those heels together. Open and close. Open and close, or go for your extension. Open, extend the leg, heels come together, knees come together. Open, extend, heels, knees. Now again, if your glute hasn't switched on, and hopefully it has because we have done a couple of glute exercises already, get your knuckle into your glute. Okay. Also, if for whatever reason something doesn't feel right or you have questions, please feel free to ask during class or hang around after and ask. I'm more than happy to talk through them. Everybody's bodies are different, so what works for someone might not work for the next person. All right, 10 seconds to go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming on down, massage out that glute, and we'll get set up to work the bottom leg here. All right, so legs long, top leg, shin can come down, or we grab the foot, plant it into the mat, and we can continue to hold the foot there or bring the hand up behind the head. Point the toes, ballerina toes are on. Lift that bottom leg up and down. Beautiful work, keep it up, keep going here. 10 seconds, then we'll change it up. 9, 8, 7, let's get up as high as we can with that leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop down, point the toes towards the nose. Up and down, let's go up, down, up and down. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down, legs long. Let's roll straight over onto our belly. We're just going to quickly work the arms and then we'll be into our cool down after that. Hands on either side of your chest. All right, elbows are tucked into the sides of the body. We're going to press up into a full cobra. Then slowly, slowly, slowly drop your chest back down onto the mat. So if you'd like to think about it in terms of lift 1, 2, and down for about 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift 1, 2, down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Keep going here. We're just going to go for another 30 seconds. Cobra. Looking forward, we lift into angry cat. So coming back through angry cat and then send the bum back to the heels. All right, we lift into angry cat, round through that spine, drop down into your cobra, look to the sky. Come back through angry cat and into child's pose. If you'd like to focus on the breath, let's inhale to lift, exhale to drop. Inhale to lift, exhale to drop. And once you're back into your child's pose, really think about reaching those hands forward, stretching out through the spine, bum is dropping towards the heels. From here, we're going to move into pike and then into pigeon. So we lift up, tucking the toes, send the bum to the sky. Drop one knee down in between the hands, or as close to the hands as you can get them. Then drop the back knee, untuck the back toes. Beautiful, that's it. So we're going to sink into pigeon. So little adjustments here that we can make. So we can create more of an angle with this front foot, so pulling it out. Okay, we can also opt to try and send that back leg back a little bit, and then drop into your preferred position, whether that's staying on your hands, forearms, forehead. For some people, dropping their body down gives them a good stretch as well. So wherever you feel the best stretch, basically. And this is another one. Everyone's different, so what works for one may not necessarily work for the other. So if you're not sure, please definitely ask me, because I have a few other extra little moves up my sleeve for this one as well. Right, using the exhale just to drop the chest further down towards the mat, sinking right down into that hip, into that glute. I'm just going to hold for another 10 seconds and then we'll be swapping sides. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press the hands into the mat. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knees. Send the bum to the sky, we're back into our pike. And then we swap sides. Dropping the other knee down. Then drop the back knee, untuck the back toes. Making any little adjustments here, whether that's bringing the front foot out on more of an angle, sending the back leg back, and dropping down into your preferred position. Sinking right down into that hip. Using the exhale to drop deeper down into your stretch. Holding for 10. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press the hands into the mat. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knees, send the bum to the sky. We're into pike. Think about those heels dropping towards the ground. Walk the hands back to the feet. If you need to bend into the knees, go for it. Then we slowly restack the spine, coming all the way back up tall. Lift the arms up to the sky. From here, we're going to swing the arms down, take a deep bend into the knees, and then lift back up to the sky. Deep bend in the knees as you drop. Swing those arms and lift. For 3, 2, and last ones. Lifting back up, big arm circles or big shoulder shrugs, a few in each direction. We're all done for the morning. Whew. Nice work, everyone.